Hey there, welcome back to the Sandwich Generation. Today, I want to talk about the top 5 ways you can cope with caregiver guilt. Did you know that caregiver guilt can negatively impact your health? And when caregivers are down, it makes it even harder to provide good care, which leads to even more guilt. As my mother always says, guilt is the gift that keeps on giving. Let's see, can you relate to these guilt feelings? You need a break or want time for yourself? You feel resentful or trapped. You feel that you're not as good as caregiving as you should be. You're not visiting enough, or you're wishing it was just all over. Those are some big soul crushing feelings that can actually make you sick, even have a heart attack or a stroke. So let's talk about how to resolve this and keep you healthy while you're caring for others. First step in solving a problem is admitting that it exists. When you suppress a feeling, it only becomes more intense, and then you're spiraling down and you're drowning in the guilt. So identify when you're feeling guilty and acknowledge those thoughts and emotions. That can help reduce the feeling and let it pass. For example, you could say something like, I feel guilty because I snapped at mom this morning over something trivial because I'm just exhausted. Those are normal, healthy feelings that everyone in caregiving has. Number 2, check your expectations against reality. Many times we have unrealistic expectations about what we can do and what is best for our loved one. No one can do everything all the time. If someone had told you about a situation like yours, would you think that getting help or making a move is best for everyone's health and safety? Would you really expect that other caregivers should be able to do all of that and keep it up forever? Of course not. It's unrealistic and not something you should expect of yourself. I often hear caregivers say, I told my mother I'd never move her to assisted living or nursing care no matter what. She had a terrible experience when her mother was in a nursing home years ago. There are so many situations when keeping someone at home is unrealistic and could cause serious harm or even death to the elder or the caregiver. That is not always a promise you can keep, and that's okay. Situations call for different things. Number 3, don't compare your worst moments with someone else's curated social media presence. I'm going to lean on this one a little bit because it affects most of us these days. So let's say you just had a huge row with your mother-in-law that has dementia. You were just trying to help her take a shower and it was a disaster. So you sit down with your phone, you open social media, and you see someone snuggling up with their loved one all smiling and happy. Based on what you see or hear about others, it could seem like they're doing a better job. But the truth is, as we all know, we only know the tiny parts of their lives that they're showing in public. And that's the happy, pretty part they want people to see. It's not realistic or fair to compare the little you know about their situation to your everyday reality. Most likely, they're struggling just as much as you are or more, but no one shares pictures of disaster mornings with their disabled parent on Facebook. Be honest with yourself about how realistic your expectations are. For example, dementia and bathing, that is a notorious combination for not ending well. Number 4, use positive coping strategies. Feelings of guilt can also be softened with positive self-care techniques. So you could write in a journal, schedule regular breaks, use quick relaxation techniques. Those can make a big difference in how you feel day to day. Set yourself up for success by making achievable goals. Get help with care when you need it and take time to take care of yourself. If you don't put the oxygen mask on yourself first, you can't help the loved one that needs it. Caregiver support groups are a great place to meet people in similar situations. They'll also understand how you're feeling, and they're likely to have their own stories of caregiver guilt. And sharing those things with people helps us feel better, and it also gives us tools to use in our own caregiving lives to help with all these things. Number 5, remind yourself of your many positive accomplishments. Guilt makes you think of all the ways that you failed to meet your crazy high standards, which makes you forget all the wonderful things that you have done with your elder loved one. As hard as it is to be a caregiver of an elder, there are also sweet, precious moments that you will cherish and never forget. So, recognizing and appreciating those good moments of caregiving is essential. It reduces stress, it'll boost your morale, and it'll elevate your confidence as a caregiver. I hope this information helps you along your journey. Thanks for watching, and let's talk again soon.